Hello and welcome to SAR Histories, where on the channel today we will be visiting Evesham Medieval Market, St Lawrence's Church and All Saints Church. The Evesham Medieval Market is held to raise funds for the Battle of Evesham on the 7th and 8th of August. The event consists of medieval knights and weapons demonstrations, medieval themed food and drinks, arts and crafts stalls, live music in the church, children's competitions and the history of Evesham. In 1513, Clement Lichfield built the St Clement Chancery in All Saints Church, Evesham, and in 1514 he became the abbot of Evesham Abbey. In 1524, John Mulder bequeathed 40 shillings to a new tower for their bells. Records show in 1204 the Abbey's central tower collapsed, and again in 1264, so this may have been part of the decision to build a freestanding bell tower instead. Construction commenced in 1531 under the supervision of Abbot Lichfield. It is unknown when the tower was completed, but it was certainly finished by 1539 when Evesham Abbey was surrendered as part of the dissolution of the monasteries. Over the next few years, the abbey, which was known to be one of the richest monasteries in England, was dismantled completely. Apart from, curiously, the then new bell tower. The tower is an impressive 110 feet high. St Lawrence's Church and its neighbour All Saints were built by the Benedictine monks of Evesham Abbey in the 12th century. The first documentary evidence of the church is in 1195, and it was dedicated by the Bishop of St Asaph in 1295, probably a rededication following the Battle of Evesham in 1265. The church was significantly rebuilt in about 1470, replacing the earlier church. From 1659 it ceased to have its own vicar and was served by the clergy of All Saints. The fabric of the church deteriorated, and by the winter of 1718 it had become unusable. Repairs started in 1737, but these were done badly, and the roof collapsed in 1800. The church was abandoned. In the early 19th century, Edward Rudge commissioned the architect Harvey Eggington, who carried out a major rebuilding in 1836 to 1837. This included adding a north aisle in a similar style to the south aisle and rebuilding the roof. During the 20th century, the size of the congregation declined. In 1978, the parish of St Lawrence united with that of All Saints, and St Lawrence's was declared redundant. It was vested into the Church Conservation Trust the following year. After the dissolution of the monasteries, All Saints adopted a strongly Puritan method of preaching and worship. This style lasted until the major Victorian restoration between 1872 and 1876, when the church moved to a high church tradition of worship. Both All Saints and St Lawrence's have a beauty and charm set in the historical town of Evesham. They both also share the same churchyard. There are many stalls in which you can spend a lot of time browsing, but these stalls were in the churchyard with the odd headstone here and there which you had to walk around. For me, I found this disrespectful, especially as the event could have easily been held in the nearby field where the Battle of Evesham event takes place.
The other bit is this bottom bit here. It's the strongest part of the sword. Okay, so first.
You are kept alive. I always ignore them.
Go again.
Every meal that we have, we have a big culture. We cook stews and sausages and things like that. And if you want to stack it on top of it, it actually generally
Have you ever tried to like melons?
Yeah, melons in it.
Is it kind of like when you slowly turn it starts going?
Yeah, they just kind of split and crack.
Hub sides together, and then you can then adjust it more to make it in more. So you can use it as you're adjusting.
Evesham Medieval Market is worth a visit, especially if you want to buy some kit for reenacting, or if you just like a medieval market. For me, the best thing is this memorial on the spot where Simon de Montfort's remains were buried. If you have enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, goodbye.